You said West Coast?
Yeah, West Coast.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in week 16. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the Falcons getting the road victory in that one, so they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Atlanta. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, it's Mixon. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, it's Rodgers. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So opening drive 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
On first down, Rodgers. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Here we go. Hey, check that.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Up the middle they go. Melvin calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On 1st down, Melvin. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 43. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, how about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignments. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down. On the sneak, Rodgers. Only needed a few inches to pick it up and get behind your center and burrow forward like he did.
The GMs have told us we build an offensive line starting with our center, the guy who can make all the line calls and also move those big defensive tackles in order to pick up first downs.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he'll just get rid of it.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is. to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to zone.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Joe Mixon
With career touchdown number 157, moving him past Terrell Owens and into a tie with Randy Moss for 4th on the all-time list.
And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now this time he'll look to throw.
This will be caught downfield by Moore.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run the counter. Melvin.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. They'll set up to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Back to 60.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll run on first down. Melvin. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. They'll keep it on the ground. Melvin, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll look to throw on third and goal. Caught on the slant. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on third down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
He'll look to throw. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. They try to throw on fourth and goal from the 2, and the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Over.
In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. Dumps it off to Mixon. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Back near the goal line, here's Rodgers. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Rodgers again now.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Amari Barno. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing that crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Panthers are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be recovered by the offense, but it will be of little importance now as time has expired here in this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Melvin, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
So it appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Quick throw going to be caught by Foster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Rodgers now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now it's Rodgers. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to hit his target, Claypool.
14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On first down, Melvin. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. He'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Come on. Hey.
Now a handoff up the middle. Melvin, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Melvin. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Touchdown! Robbie Anderson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers now to throw. Completion here to Claypool. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Claypool with another catch. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. And again, it's Rodgers. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Inside handoff to Mixon. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 28. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down.
Hey, take 26.
Rodgers going to throw. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Give left side here for Nwangu. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground. honed in on it and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On second down, here's Nwangu. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. To throw, it's Rodgers.
This is to Pitts on the quick slant. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back. So they pass on the chance to kick the go-ahead field goal, and that may be one they're going to regret big time.
And I think the head coach is going to have some splaining to do, right? Because in this situation, you kick the field goal to give yourself that chance at victory. By going for it, maybe you're saying you don't trust your field goal kicker, or maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe the kicker's hurt. So there'll be a lot of questions in the post-game press conference.
Makes the rest of this 4th quarter and the rest of this game very interesting. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 2nd and 2. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. On 3rd down, Melvin. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield, guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Melvin.
80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Melvin. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Second and 2.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Buying time to his left.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Ready?
Moore, the man in motion. They'll run on first down.
Melvin. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
11 yards and a Panther first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Let's go. Hurry, 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 hurry.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Stepping on Broncos.
Second and 9 now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. On 3rd down, Melvin. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Panthers have won the football game.